Hello, my name is Sean Arms and I am a software engineer at UCAR Unidata, and today I'd like to talk to you about Rosetta, a data translation tool. The main goal of Rosetta is to take text-based data files, such as CSV files, and convert them into a standards-compliant machine-readable format. Why? By following data standards, data instantly becomes shareable across multiple domains. For example, climate data that follow the climate and forecast metadata conventions can be understood and used by oceanographers, geologists, social geographers, and many others. Perhaps closer to home, electronic tagging data stored in a standards-compliant way can easily be shared, analyzed, and visualized by biologists, oceanographers, climate scientists, and many others. One downside to data standards is that data producers, which are oftentimes the scientists themselves, or you guys, need to understand the conventions, which can be quite complex. This is where Rosetta comes in. We want to give scientists the tools to produce these standards-compliant files as quickly and effortlessly as possible, ideally no more difficult than importing a CSV into Excel, so that you, the scientists, can move on to doing science. Note that Rosetta is still in beta and is under active development. We appreciate any and all feedback regarding this tool. For this demo, we will be working with archival electronic tagging data as processed into a CSV file by the TagBase software. Because TagBase is able to construct a CSV file with metadata from a variety of electronic tagging data devices, Rosetta is able to automatically read and parse the data. It is possible that some metadata or extra information about the tag deployment, sensors, and etc. are missing or incorrect. So let's review things before we create our standards compliant file by using the augment the metadata of a known format type and transform it automatically option of Rosetta. Boy, that's a mouthful. Feedback? So to start the process, we click the plus sign by augment the metadata, and it takes us to the Rosetta wizard interface. So the first thing we need to do is upload the data file we wish to convert. Simply choose File, grab the file we want to upload, and upload it. Then we proceed on to the next step. So now we need to tell Rosetta what kind of file did you upload. In this case, it's a tag-based archival flat file. We parse the file, and that's where Rosetta is determining what is in the file and ripping it apart. And now we can see what metadata was inside that file. Now, these are all pieces of metadata that are required by the OIIP metadata standard that the OIIP project has put together. You may have seen the spreadsheet already that contains all the little pieces of metadata that are required by this standard. In this case, a lot of the metadata was actually in the file itself. And so, Rosetta has went through and highlighted the pieces of metadata that are missing. If we scroll up and down on this page, we can see there are several pieces that are already filled in, and we're missing one. Now, I, as a software engineer, have no idea what length type capture means. In this case, we have a little question mark next to it, and it's called the type of length measurement. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to say the type of length measurement was a ruler, maybe? This is why it's important for the person who collected the data to be entering this information, because I, even though I have a PhD in atmospheric science, have no idea what this means in terms of electronic tagging data. Now I've supplied the missing piece of metadata and can continue on my way to converting and downloading the file. In this case, Rosetta has provided a netCDF file that follows climate and forecast metadata standards along with the OIIP metadata profile. So we save the file and we're done. From here, we can send this file off to an archive center that knows how to deal with this kind of data. And since it's in a standard format, Almost all archive centers will know what to do with this. And in the future, we hope to build in a data publishing capability into Rosetta to where once you've augmented the metadata, all you have to do is say submit to data center, and your task of providing a standards compliant file that can be shared across multi-communities is now complete. Of course, if the metadata in your file are complete and accurate, there's no need to augment it, and your file can be transformed automatically. Again, Rosetta is in active development. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you for your time and enjoy the Tuna Conference.